morning, it's April 7th, 2020, and I'm just doing a check-in. Some of you are struggling with calculating the probability of two events at the same time. So in this spinner, all the spaces are equal, and they're labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This spinner is again equal, and it's labeled red and green, and you're spinning them both at the same time. So you're doing this one, and you're doing this one. The first probability we're going to calculate is the probability of spinning a 1 and a red. So the best way to do this is to make a tree diagram. So off this first spinner, I have 5 options. I can spin a 1, I can spin a 2, I can spin a 3, a 4, and a 5. Off of the next spinner, I can either get a red or a green. From the 2, it can either be a red or a green. If I spin a 3, the next time when I spin this spinner, it can be either a red or a green. If I spin a 4, my second option can either be red or green. And if I spin a 5, it could be either a red or a green. This lists all the possible outcomes that could happen. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are a total of 10 possible outcomes. So what is our desired outcome? Our first desired outcome is a 1 and a red. So we look for the 1 and then we go red. How many options are 1 and red? Well, the only possible outcome that is 1 and red is 1. So there's 1 out of 10. So that would give us 1 out of 10, and as a percent, that would be 10%. The next one we're going to do is the probability of spinning a 2 and a green. A 2 is here, and if I follow my next spinner, I get a green here. So the desired outcome is, again, 1 out of 10, or 1 out of 10, which equals 10%. This next one's a little more difficult because it has more than just one possible outcome. It is the probability of spinning an even number and a green. So I'm looking for all the even numbers. So 1 is odd, 2 is even, 3 is odd, and 4 is even. So now I have and a green. So even number and a green, there's 1. Even number and a green, there's 2. Now there are 2 desired outcomes out of 10, which is 2 out of 10, or 20%. The last one is the probability of a number less than 4. So that does not include 4, it's less than 4, so we get rid of all this. So the desired outcomes that are less than 4 are 1, 2, and 3. And then the second part is that they have to be red. So 1 and red works, 2 and red works, 3 and red works. So now there are 3 desired outcomes out of 10 possible outcomes. So that's 3 out of 10, and as a percent, that is 30%. Hopefully this helps.